Hi, my good people. Welcome back to Oni's World. I know it has been a while, it has been too long, but your girl is back, and I'm back with another video for my good people. Listen, if this is your first time showing up to Oni's World, thank you. You are welcome. I hope you love the content. If you are a returnee, thank you for hanging out here with me, and I hope to keep y'all entertained, okay? Anyway, without further ado, I want to talk to y'all about something that I have learned since this COVID-19 stuff started, y'all. I have had a lot of opportunity to sit and think about traveling. Now, if you know me, I'm a car warrior. I drive any and everywhere, okay? I have no problem getting in a car and hitting 20 hours. I can straight it. Kids or not, your girl will roll, okay? But that's about as far as it gets with me in travel. Why is it that I cannot bring myself to travel by air? I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory. I don't believe in selling stuff without giving a background. So, 1996, myself, my brothers, and my dad, we got on a plane and we flew here from Nigeria. We landed in Atlanta, and let's see, we had one stop in Germany before we joined a plane that brought us here. Anyway, before we got on this flight, right, I had my hesitations. I'm not a flyer, y'all. I don't trust any situation where I'm not to some degree in charge. That's a problem. If you know anything about flying, the only thing you're in charge of is how long you're going to stay in your seat. You can go to the bathroom and then you come right back to your seat. Can't go outside. You can't catch a deep breath. The windows don't work. Anyway, we got on the plane. We were sitting there for a little bit, and this guy was doing his little tricks, and my brothers were intrigued. Your girl's mind was already on the plane with it in the air. My dad was trying to calm us down, and I was not having it. What? Why are we doing this? What makes this necessary? Right? We get on the plane, y'all. The first thing that hits me right here is the difference in the smell of the food. Now, I'm not knocking it because I love my American foods, but when you are fresh out of Nigeria and fresh into that scent, everything in my body revolted. It said, no, we are not doing this. You are going to take us back into our comfort zone because this is not it. We got on the plane, we boarded. My body was like, breathe, don't breathe. Breathe, don't breathe. About a couple of hours into the flight, my body was like, we can't do this anymore. We just can't. Eyes hit the back of my head. My muscles just gave out on me, and your girl started up jumping. It was regal. I puked so badly on that flight that the pilot, I guess one of them was a doctor or something, he was trained, left the piloting spot, the cockpit, and came to me. And he was looking at me, and I was looking at him, and he was looking at me, and he was looking. I'm like, dude, we're gonna do this forever. We are going to do this forever with me dying, and then you can keep looking at me, or what was me, right? So the guy sitting next to me, he was just eating his lunch. I'm looking over like, oh my God, what is he eating, right? Hands me his barf back because mine was full, guys. Mine was full. So I took his and I threw up air. There was nothing else to throw up. It got dark and I was just sitting there, eyes closed, trying to zone in, focus. And the pilot comes over the loudspeakers and he says, look to your right or your left and you will see the moon. Y'all, the moon is 100 times bigger up there than it is when you're looking at it from down on earth. And your girl, in true curious fashion, guess what I did? I looked at the moon. Guess what happened after I looked at the moon? I upchucked more air because I didn't have anything else to throw up. Okay? when when I did that, my father turns around, looked at me. My father is a praying man, a God-fearing, God-believing man. We'll talk a little bit more about that in another video. Okay? But this particular time, my father had fear in his eyes. He looked at me like, don't you die. Don't you dare die on this flight. And I looked at him like, Lord, I'm coming home. He took me in the bathroom. That man laid hands on me. He prayed. He laid hands. He was praying. He took water, splashed it on my face. He was doing it to an almost carcass. I was this close to death, y'all. And we went back to the seat, and I sat there, and what was left of me went back to the seat. And I just scrunched up. All my bones and my extremities could fit in the chair, and then somebody else could sit and wouldn't even know I was there. I was dry, dying. So we got to Amsterdam, and it was a 4-hour layover. I set my foot on solid ground, and we sat there waiting. And then they said, it's time for flight from KLM to board again. They dragged my skeleton up and put me on another flight. Guess what happened in flight part 2? Flight part 1, part 2. Anyway, your girl threw up again, air, because I didn't want to eat anything. Something about eating whatever it was they were serving that my system was not familiar with did not sit right with me. So I puked air and whatever else was in there. When we landed, y'all, I made a mental note to myself to never do that again. Now, I never said I will never fly again. I swear if I fly again, because I know how powerful words are. You turn around right here saying you never do something again. The next time you do it, guess what's going to happen? That's not my exit. No, sir. But from that time, 1996, until now, this is March 1st of 2021. Your girl, your woman, your lady, a mother has not set foot on another plane. My siblings have, they're just birds. They fly everywhere. They do everything. And when it's time for us to travel, your girl gets in her SUV, fills that baby up. I'm the pilot. Okay? I am El Capitan, me. And I sail to wherever I need to sail. Until 2018, I decided that I was going to face one of my fears. Your girl is afraid of water. I said, you know what? My kids have been pleading to go on a cruise for too long. And it's not fair to them that they just, you know what I'm saying? You cannot push your fears on your kids. And that's what I had done for a while. All the vacations that we took, I took them to different states. But we stayed right here in the United States. And we did not go to the outlying islands. So we bought the tickets, and y'all, we didn't take a 2-day cruise. We didn't do a 3-day or 5. No, we were on that boat for 8 days. 8 or 2. How many fingers? 8 days, y'all. The first day, day 1, everybody was just walking around. I'm just looking at them. Every little bit of motion that they say they didn't feel, I felt. I would be toting my food or walking on the deck or walking in a room or laying in a bed. I felt that boat moving, y'all. I did. You cannot lie to me. That boat was moving. But you know what? I survived it. And beyond surviving it, I enjoyed that trip. And I didn't drink. I don't drink. Let me put that out there. I am not a bibber. But I didn't need anything to knock me out. I brought my Dramamine, my Benadryl, my mask. I brought everything. Not mask, but mask. Anyway, I brought everything. And y'all know what? I didn't need it. And what that taught me in that time, in that frame was, maybe I have outgrown my fears, right? Because now here we are, 2021. a little over 2 years since we traveled. We traveled very end of 2018, and this is the very beginning of 2021. Do the math. But my girls have been itching to go on another cruise, and I would love to go on another cruise with them. And y'all know what? The fear, the hesitation that I got onto that boat with the first time, I don't have this time. I just don't. I'm actually willing to get out there and do it again. I'm still going to pack my Benadryl. I'm still going to pack my Dramamine. I'm going to pack everything I packed before just in case, because you never know. You never know. But I'm ready to do it, right? So, with that said, now I have to embrace the fact that I may fly again soon. And I have had enough time in this quarantine to think about it. Some people have told me, listen, in order to get out of your fear of flying, take a short flight. Child, let me tell y'all something. It does not matter if it is a 5-minute flight or a 5-hour flight. For me, it's a mindset. If my mind says, that's it, all I have to do is feel that bird lift off. And I'm toast. But I'm not going to be toast in Jesus' name, Father God. I cannot be toast because they just don't make the right butter. No toast for me. So y'all pray for me. I would really love to get on a plane and fly and go somewhere. I don't care whether it's, I don't know if they have little flights with intra-city flights where I'm at, right? But I do know that I want to go places that I cannot go to via boat, or definitely not via car. I got to get out there and take a step of faith, a leap of faith. So y'all talk with me. Tell me, what is your fear? What are your fear? The fear of flight is my second greatest flight. We're not going to talk about my first flight or why it happened or how it happened. But that's my second greatest fear, and I need to face it. So pray for me and then talk to me about what y'all deal with. All right? I'd love to hear from y'all. I've had time to think about it, but I want y'all's perspective on it. How do you all deal with fears? What routine do you have? What do you do? What do you do? All right? And then we'll come back and we'll rehash again. And before we sign out, if this is your first time or you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on so that you are alerted of whenever I share a video, and then share it with your friends and your family. Let's talk, let's build a community, and let's converse, all right? Until the next time, y'all be blessed. I'm out.